out to your property and eliminate fire ants quickly. We guarantee it. Call Turf Pro. The blue and yellow trucks make your lawn green. Find us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
WPLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lynn, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Wake them up.
Gonna get you hot up. Gonna make it sweat. Stay hot up. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Shake in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Really make me sweat.
Yeah.
Shake in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Really make me wet.
Well, what? Now what? Coach, we're doing a show. Get off the phone. You're worse than my wife.
I'm sorry. I got to do this. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. Give me 1 second. This brings back memories, like the two legends I have in here right now. This brings back. Yeah, I will say this, Wildcat. Think about it. I love all of our sponsors. I truly do. They're good, wonderful people.
Well, yeah,
They've been
are.
with us for years, and great. I can't say enough good things about them.
Pillars of
And
the
then we have
community.
Jason
Yeah.
and Jim. I've known Jim since 1990. Love them. But just on Thursdays, when these two guys are in here, it lifts me up. And I said this before when he hadn't been on. You've heard us say it. When Jeremy's around, you can just feel it. He is something special. I don't know what it is.
It's that positive
And I think Tommy
energy.
would say the same thing. He just it's just something that's about special from Jeremy.
I miss Tommy. I haven't seen Tommy in a long time.
Well, Tommy, I'll say it in front of his face,
He keeps
is one of
taking
the
off and
finest
going places and doing things.
To me, he is like a big brother, even maybe like a father because he's so old. But he's probably one of the greatest man I have met. And I think you agree with that.
Yeah.
He does things right. He lives the right way. He's a great role model for coaches, for people in general. He loves his wife, his great-grandfather. He is truly a great man. And I love it when y'all both are here. I just want to tell y'all that because you never know, man. Hell, we were betting he wouldn't make it. He did. So I want to get that out
Coach
there.
lost a lot of money then.
Yeah, well, Jim and Jason.
Better luck next time, Coach.
But y'all, I'm glad y'all are here. We're glad to have you back.
Well,
You've been out of the saddle for a while.
It's good to be here. I'm glad Wildcat's doing well and recovering, and always good to be with you, Coach, and Tommy. So kind of getting the gang back together again, which means we're pretty close to getting the season started.
Right, baby. It's amazing. When football season starts, they don't miss. They're here every day. They love it.
We're
I
going
got
to
to
get the
play
band
this.
back together.
This was a call. I saw this on, you go back on Facebook, things pop up. This was a caller we had. I want you to listen to this phone call.
Okay.
This is about,
Let me crank it up.
and I'm going to ask the question, is this a political call or not? Let's listen to it.
Stick it up there so I can pick it up.
Hey, have you got a shot from one of your vaccines from Johnson & Johnson or anything? You okay?
Yeah. I actually did last week. I feel a little weird right now, but okay.
let me tell you what. I was supposed to get, before I went in the hospital, I was supposed to get the shot the next day. And so, anyway, I have to wait now another 25, 30 minutes. No, let's tell the truth. He got the shot and they put him in the hospital. That's what really happened. No, I'm going to tell you what. No, I was a sick puppy. Let me just tell you that. So,
Coach, man, it's probably a good thing you're doing it, because I can't get close to the microwave without pissing myself.
I recognize
that caller from over there in Springfield. That popped up. I said, I got to go back.
I recognized Glenn Manley's voice, but who was the other one?
I don't know. Some guy from Springfield. He calls every once in a while, but that was back in the day. We were over in the other studios. I've got the usually has some years that comes on here, but that was a while back. Why I played that, I have no idea. I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. But anyway, I want to thank you, Tommy. Tommy brought in a UPS store, 23rd Street, Panama City, so give them some love. And it's a calendar of every SEC football game. And we're going to leave it here in the studio where everybody can use it. I just got to tell Brandon, make sure nobody throws it away, because I'm going to put it up in that window when I leave today.
Well, those are helpful. I mean,
they sure
very
are.
helpful.
Remember Steve Moss brought in a...
Jim used to make one, but that one looks a lot more.
Yeah, just as perfect. Jim did that crayon thing.
You're going to have to get it somewhere where it's close, because I know
I'll put it over there, and I'll pick it up and put it over here when we need it.
That was compliments of Jerry Funkhauser. You know Jerry.
Yeah.
Judy.
Yeah.
Jerry gave me that
Okay.
Tuesday morning breakfast.
Oh, speaking of Funkhauser, I remember she used to be the the AD at Bayhaven.
But it's completely different Funkhausers.
Yeah, they're different ones.
No relation.
Yeah.
Even with that unusual last name.
Wow.
Yeah. No relation.
Never mind.
Hey, both at our church.
No, they both do.
So that's how I know.
Debbie, right?
Yeah, Debbie.
Didn't her husband?
Yeah.
I really liked
passed
him.
away
I
sometime.
really liked him. He had prostate cancer, I believe.
Yeah,
I really
fought
liked
it
him.
30 years.
He's a good man.
Yeah,
They're good people.
Yeah, Debbie coached volleyball up in the Montgomery area at St. James. And came
pretty
down
beautiful
here.
lady. I think her daughter married. Oh my God, right out of my head. The son.
My son?
No, Wes Burnham's son.
Burnham,
Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah, I forget.
Oh, that's right. Gio.
That's right.
Jeff, they moved to Key West.
She used to be a member of our church.
I think
when she's here.
now they're in the Atlanta area.
Oh, are they really? Well, I thought I saw him one day in both of them in J. Michael's. I never got up there to see him. It might have been them. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
Since you brought up North Bay Haven, they got a new county athletic director. I keep saying county AD because you're in here, Tommy. Greg Mullins, and you know much about him?
I don't.
Jeremy, know much about him? I know he's the new AD.
Just what I have seen in the media, being shared, North Florida Christian,
Tallahassee.
Robert, kind of that area. So,
So welcome him to Bay County. Hope he does well. And we're going to give some advice. We like doing that, even though we're not experts in any form. But if I'm at North Bay Haven, have anything to do with that administration role, you've hired these coaches. I think it's in the best interest to leave them alone, let them do their job, and keep them there for a while. I think you can build a program if you keep good coaches there for a long period of time, and you can't pull the trigger too quickly. I think it destroys a program and kind of turns everybody off against that. So you got good people over there. Andy's back as a football coach. I think you got some really good coaches there. Got a good AD. Let's let them do their job, because that's a great school. Great people work there, and they got a great administrator. So we're going to support them as much as we possibly can. And speaking of that, I haven't seen you since this happened. Either one of you both, Tommy, you're a legend here, and Jeremy, you got kids through the system. What about the school grades? 0 Fs. I don't think we had a D either. And we had all these schools. Yeah. That didn't happen since James McAllister 17 years ago.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
James McAllister was the best. And this, I got to give it to McQueen, man. He knows what he's doing. This he's special.
Well, it's a tremendous effort on the part of a whole community. I do want to say to those teachers on the front lines, that's where it happens. And I know there's support staff and administrators, and there's your school bus drivers, and all of that. But coming from a family of educators, they're right there every single day
in the battles,
right, working with those who come in the door.
Yeah,
and that makes a difference. And I know they're all getting ready to go back to school, and gosh, it's getting earlier and earlier. But they'll be in those in-service days, and won't be long before we'll be back. So
I just remember the leadership we had when I got this county. I was like, wow. I mean, you had Tommy Santamont, the county AD, State Hall of Famer. You had James McAllister take over, and he had his A district a whole time. He was super. I think for 8 years we were A school. It kind of just changed for whatever reason. And McQueen's got this thing heading in the right direction. Josh does a great job as county AD. I think all the administrators, he got the right principals, I think, in the right positions. Mm-hmm. And they're doing an incredible job. The one at Bay, she's turned around all kind of schools. She's done a great job.
Yeah.
So.
I know they got some stuff, but come on, that kind of stuff goes. I've been in 3 different counties. That kind of stuff, it really is nothing compared to some things I've seen. Some things that happen here nobody knows about. In this county, it's a lot worse than what she did.
Well, one of the things we all see happening is the expansion of Tyndall Air Force Base. Of course, we've got the naval and the military influence, and every one of these military communities, they're scrutinized heavily around the education because these folks are moved around the nation and around the world, and so it's vital. Those conversations that were going on in Montgomery as to whether they might lose Maxwell.
And that's still
happening.
That would
decimate,
destroy Montgomery if they lost that. That's kind of what holds it together right now.
Right.
And I don't know how much longer it'll be there.
Well, and that to see that improvement, not just local level.
You remember watching TV? The people of the city, politicians were saying this has got to change. This school district got to get better because we were looking down at that.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Speaking of Mark McQueen, our church invited him to us old folks meeting, and he came and talked. It's been a year and a half or so ago, and I was so impressed with him. I'd met him a couple times, but I've not ever heard him talk about his plan for the school system and what he's going to do. But you can tell he knew what was going on.
He came on the show right when he got appointed by the governor. Great job. And I will say we have a wonderful governor. Great job by him. But he was impressive. Military background, Air Force. I think he'd been to Montgomery. We talked about my dad and been in the Air Force retired with 33 years in the military. But I was impressed with him too, Tommy. I think it's a discipline. He has that self-discipline. I think that you learn that in the military.
So build on the momentum and get ready for another.
How's everything
year.
going down the church?
We're doing very well. We're in the summer, which is different for all of our churches. Vacation Bible School was a huge success, and the schedule's a little different than the normal routine. But we've just got a great team on the field at First United Methodist Church, whether it's the clergy staff or lay folks. So many that step up and help, and we're getting ready to do the back to school thing like everybody else. And so
can you believe it's almost here?
Yeah.
I don't like it. But I want to ask you this, Jeremy. You were at a function, and I think it got canceled, the Girls.
Oh, the Girls Inc. Yesterday. So Florida State University, Panama City, and Gulf Coast yesterday had a water main break that canceled classes.
I saw that.
But part of that impacted the Girls Incorporated breakfast. And they had set up, and I've been to that several times just to support, the work that they do with these young ladies in our community. And they do the program. They set the tables up. They've got
Allen
their speeches, and it was just really unfortunate that they weren't able. And of course, that's a showcase event where they, but it's also a fundraising event, and they're doing the best they can to try to recoup some of the impact. Because like most of these things that you will go to, they'll have the program, and then at the end they'll make the ask for support. Well, when no one can show up, fewer people are going to offer that support. So
how can we help them?
You go to their Facebook page, and they've got a link there that if you're interested in helping further that work, but logistics are not going to allow for them to be able to do that breakfast, because of back to school and the kids and just all of those things. It's a real unfortunate set of circumstances there, but I do think the community will step up and help them out.
Yeah, I guarantee if they know.
Girls Incorporated of Bay County.
That's awesome. Like I said, Donna Allen used to be a big part of that. I think she did. She did a wonderful. She used to be our school board member, represented Panama City Beach. We get back. How much time we got? We got back. We're going to talk about something school related, Bay County, not just Bay County, really the state of Florida and Georgia, Alabama, Florida. Let's kind of look into that and get our opinions on what's going on. Oh man. And again, I want to say this again. When you two guys in here kind of lift me up, you guys are incredible. The only bad thing, every day I got great people here, but there's always one constant that kind of pulls me back.
Don't you be looking at this? Sit over there and talk.
My back kind of hurts when he's here, but
well, my doctors told me I can't lift anything over 4 pounds. So,
what'd you tell the doctor? How do I run that show then? How do I go back to work?
I said, what I do? He said, go in there and tell him to do his damn job.
It's great to have you back, Wildcat. I did miss you, man.
Glad to be back.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got so many great sponsors. Incredible, man. Yesterday, Jay Michaels, I couldn't believe the amount of people there. And it was a beautiful day in the morning. And, of course, it got a little cloudy later, but Everybody's out on the beach having a good time, but man, 11 o'clock, 11:15 started packing out. They know it's world famous J. Michael Spaghetti. The LSU Jeff was there. Glenn didn't show up. I kept looking, didn't show up. But it was packed out. We had a great time. The world famous J. Michael Spaghetti only on Wednesday. And Pat Perno had a great crew over there at Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven, and their Wednesday special is 10 wings and a side for $9.99. You can't beat it. They got 10 for 10 going. They got all kinds of specials going on there, but the way they treat you, man. If you got a city commissioner in Lynn Haven and you get through with that, head on down, see Pat at Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Relax, enjoy yourself, calm down. It'll be great. He's probably going to shoot me for saying it. I love Pat. Pat is a wonderful man. I love that guy.
Thank God he's got a sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, he might not after me. I don't know. Yeah, he's a great. I love Pat. Anyway, we'll be right back. How much time? Can I do one more?
Do one more.
Let me do one more. Hey, it's hot. It's miserable. The heat index is going up through the roof all over the South. It's brutal. If you got Stevenson air conditioning like we do, we don't have a problem. If you're sitting there burning up and your power bill's going through the roof, it's just not working, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Go with a local company. The guy's incredible, one of the most honest men you'll ever know. Graduated from Mosley High School, starts a local business, a family business, takes a lot of pride in what he does. They'll come out and they'll tell you certain things you can do with your house to keep it cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter, and they'll put the best unit in you've ever got. It's going to save you money on your power bill. It's one of the few things that can pay for itself. Number one, Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals taking care of locals. We'll be right back with Jeremy, Tommy, and Wildcat. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The sports talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite sports talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the sports talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Definite thunderstorms and sprinkles this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze coming out of the south-southeast at 15 miles per hour and temps near 85. Tonight we will have mostly clear skies and a chance of thunderstorms and be quite warm at 80. Mostly sunny and likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work? Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers
and their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job. It's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control. Our family protecting your family.
Now, July is going to be a hot month weather-wise, y'all. But the deals on portable buildings at Bestway Portable Buildings will cool things down. Stop by and see owner Jason Mulder and let him help you choose just the right building for your needs. Bestway Portable Buildings is located just north of the Old Mall, Highway 231, Panama City, and online at bestwayportablebuildings.com. Bestway Portable Buildings, the best in portable, period.
And a Golden Age builder.
Stay out of his lane and stay off his yard.
Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights.
The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michael Studios.
Don't turn it off!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Excuse me, pardon me. Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest. I appreciate you guys listening today. You can turn on Facebook, YouTube, and watch us there if you'd like. Why you would do that, I have no idea. But anyway, watch it, listen to us, keep it right here all day on ESPN Northwest Florida. I tell you what, I'm pumped up. Paul Wilson. Paul's from Mobile, Alabama, and guess who he loves? He loves the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Who would have thunk?
He's a great guy. Great guy. He filled in for us, and he's done... I think he's on radio before, but anyway, he's going to start doing the afternoon underdogs Monday I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be special. He is a really, really outstanding. And, again, he loves Alabama Crimson Tide, so we welcome him with big arms.
I wonder why.
Well, yeah. We're fair and balanced. Jeremy, me and Jeremy okayed it. I want to ask you about this. We got to take this phone call, but I do want to ask you about this. I've always said that the state of Florida, I want to give a shout out to the state of Georgia, because if we did what Georgia did and Alabama did, we wouldn't be going through some of the things that we're going through right now. Let's take this phone call real quick. Good morning.
Go Boo, Truck City, we're going to put who's back to Tyndall. What's up?
What was that last part about?
We couldn't understand that. It's a lot of gibberish.
He's calling about an hour and a half earlier than he normally does.
Yeah. You threw us away. We don't know what's going on.
No, I just dropped little Eddie off at Publix. He's playing in a baseball tournament, so he's getting his rehab starts in.
All right.
In about a year. So I just dropped him off, and now I'm going to work. So anyway, hopefully they win, and I'll get to see him play later on tonight or tomorrow. So anyway, he's playing from a team from Georgia. They needed some guest players. I'm like, perfect tournament's at home, and get his feet back in the game. You know what I mean?
Love it, man. I love it.
It is what it is.
Turn your radio down something. I got feedback. Let me ask you this. The legendary Chad Mitchell. We have people from Montgomery, Alabama. Cheryl Otter, one of them, and I don't know her married name, forgot, but she called me and she goes, I've heard about this Dr. Mitchell. Can you get me in to see him? And I said, absolutely, I can. And he operated on her. She just went on and on about Chad. He's one of the first ones to be trained in robotic surgery, a legendary doctor, 26 years on Bay County sidelines. Does he not do great work, Eddie? You know firsthand about that, and I'll let you continue this.
All right. Well, first of all, if the government tells you to get the jab or any shot, run the other way, because they're as corrupt as crap. So anyway, because you went all political start of the show, and I'm going to finish it. So don't trust the government as far as you can throw them. The only one I can trust is Photo Pfluger, my buddy, who's a House representative out of the state of Texas, who also is the Republican baseball star because he played baseball at Air Force. And so when the Republicans and Democrats play their charity congressional baseball game, he's on the bump, and he won MVP, by the way. That's my buddy, retired F-22 pilot, colonel in the Air Force, and all that. And also, I got to say, since you got the preacher on, by the grace of God, two of his girls were actually at that camp that flooded out in Texas, but they were miraculously saved. So anyway, just want to point that out. But anyway, Doc Mitchell, so Eddie had a surgery January 2nd, and he's been playing, ramping up football and baseball for the last 2-3 months. And now he's actually playing baseball, getting in tournaments, got his fall schedule set up and all that, and getting ready for football. Mosley's got a couple days break before they're in full pads next week, because the start of official practice is next week. And it's the Lord who did it. That gave Doc Mitchell the tools and the ability and the expertise to perform on Eddie the way he did, because he's back out there.
Amen.
And it's the Lord, but Doc Mitchell's the best. I mean, forget Doc Andrews. Everyone says Doc Andrews, ball. He ain't even one thing. He's not. I think he's retired. They're just using his name for one thing. So from what I heard, so Doc Mitchell, man. You got him right in your backyard. He's one of the few competent doctors in Bay County I trust with my family's health needs.
Let me tell you this. We had a player, Jeremy Hester. You remember Jeremy? Yeah. Great football player, great young man. Got his back injured. He was told he was done. We sent him to Chad Mitchell. Chad had him do all kinds of things, worked on him, and I won't get into all that. The kid continued to play, got a football scholarship to Southern Mississippi, got his degree, married a young lady there that got her degree from Southern Mississippi. They're both doing extremely well. It's really successful. And this would have never happened. So I'm serious. Chad Mitchell changed his entire life. And this guy is so happy, so pleased with Chad. Chad's a special guy. There's no doubt about that. Well, all right, I'm going to switch gears. I got to get this in. What do you think, Miss? Can you give us our opinion? Jeremy, I want you and Tommy to help out. Georgia came out and said, if you transfer, you get one time to transfer, bottom line. That's it. That's the state rule. That's what we're going to go with, and we're going to fight it the whole way. Alabama, they're strict. You transfer, you got, I don't know how many times. I don't know, it's like Georgia, but you might know more about that. But the great state of Florida, and we were talking about this off air, and Tommy, I think you hit it on the head when you said the reason why. You got these politicians, their kids go to private schools, they bounce around, and they want them playing sports. I like the old way. I like community schools. I really believe if you're doing your job in the administration, at the county office, throughout the state of Florida doing their job, in this particular part of the county, they're not doing a very good job, you get rid of the principal. Get rid of them. Get rid of the teachers not doing their job instead of having to do all this other stuff. I like community schools. That's never going to happen. You got school of choice. Now, they can jump around, bounce around, turn around, pick a bell cotton. They can do anything they want to do now. There's no rules. There's no way you can really coach them up hard. The kids have more power, really, than the coaches do. It's kind of like college. It's already started in Florida. What do you think? Why can't we not be like Georgia? Why can we not be like Alabama?
Well, it goes back to, the key, even looking at the federal level, the key word is school choice. You've heard that so much now. And if you're promoting school choice and my kid wants to go to this school, I got the right through school choice to let him go there. If he goes there, then you're going to say, well, you can go there, but you can't play athletics or anything. That's not going to get lawsuit city coming up. Mm-hmm. So all that, lawsuits are, they can sue for anything. Yeah.
But they got lawyers in Georgia. They got lawyers in Alabama.
But the thing about if the legislators in the state of Florida would back FHSAA and they'd come up with a rule say you get one transfer and that's it, then you could probably, and they would back them. You'd probably see something like that take place. But I don't know if it ever will in Florida.
We've seen principals here in this county. And I'll say the young lady at Bay High School. She'd gone into failing schools. She changed them. She took them up 2 grades. She did a great job at 3 different schools. What I've been reading up and looking at, researching that, doing a great job. So it can be done at some of these failing schools in different parts of the state and different communities. If they had done their job back in the day, in the 80s, the 90s, I remember principals. I get close to principals, superintendents. So I kind of listened to what they had to say when I was young, and they would go like, "Man, it's so hard to get rid of a principal. It's so hard to get rid of a teacher." So they didn't really do their job. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to go through the hassle, the paperwork. So you had people stay there for long period of times, and other people saw it, and they did the same thing. If everybody would have done their job back in the day, we wouldn't have the problems we have right now in those certain schools. You can change schools around. It's been proven. Mm-hmm. The lady at Bay's done it. What's your take on everything? You're a parent.
Well, leadership is one of those things that you are not going to rise above the level of leadership, mm-hmm. And so you have to have the right person in the right seat on the bus.
Yeah.
And whatever the organization, education, football, church, you name it, you can withstand poor leadership for a period of time, but you're going to begin to collapse underneath that, no matter how solid your people are around. So I do think that the examples we look at of success really point to those who are leading, guiding, directing, and so you have to have that, and then that creates that alignment for everybody to sort of pull the same direction, whatever that direction is. And there's not one way to do things. We've seen coaches who, take Stallings. I saw an interview with him recently. I was up there for David Palmer being inducted there. Stallings and Spurrier couldn't have been more different in their coaching philosophy.
Right.
But they both were leaders in pulling their programs. And so you're not looking at one way to do things. You're looking at how people buy into those who are charged with leading. And Stallings went toe-to-toe with Spurrier in a day when Spurrier was, and same thing with Bowden. Bowden went toe-to-toe with Spurrier.
Yeah.
Few did. And part of that goes back to that leadership piece.
You're right. What? But the state of Alabama, they're kind of like Georgia. If we're going to have a rule, we're going to stand behind it. You're not going to bounce around.
And I believe that's that consistency. Now, Alabama has the same, challenges, I guess you could say, with private schools, independent schools, public schools. What is curious for me, if you go through and you look at the state of Alabama and lived up there a number of years, you take I-65 that runs from Huntsville down to Montgomery over to Mobile. Okay? Look at the number of state champions from the east side to the west side.
Good point.
You know why, don't you? On the west side, the deer hunting.
Well, the deer hunting, that's exactly right. Yeah. The resources, relative to the state are not allocated in the same way. And so you get off that 65 corridor, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a champion outside of perhaps that southwest corner like Leroy, Washington County, Millry, they'll pop up, and then maybe occasionally in Tuscaloosa.
That's a great point you're making.
Yeah. And the same could be said for us here. How many championships get brought back to North Florida?
Yeah.
We've got it's a different disparity, but it's still there.
I say it all the time. We're not a southern state. The further south you go, the more we become a melting pot from all over the country.
And plenty of our people have been to bowls. They've been to Tampa Prep, Jesuit. I mean, when our teams do get to that level, and you see a completely.
So I'm with you. I don't think we'll ever. I think school of choice is here to stay. I don't think they ever go back to zones. I think we're all going to have problems with. How can you penalize anybody for recruiting? We have school of choice. How can you do that?
And you look at the other side. Bowls, all those private schools, they're all for this. They want the kids to be able to transfer because what are they doing? They're getting them in their school and they're keeping them.
Right.
And if you're winning and you go to the school and if I'm a halfway decent player, I go to bowls. I got an opportunity. I'm going to be a state champion over there because it's going to be a lot better at bowls than Bonifay or one of these other schools around. So they take off and go over there. Those schools love this. They like this transfer rule.
Right.
Michigan, you're a parent. You got the opportunity to send your kid where you want. Do you like the school of choice? Do you like community schools and transfers? What do you think about the transfers? The state of Georgia says you get one time. That's it. It solves the recruiting issues, all this other stuff. What's your take on all this? We got to take a break, so real quick.
I'm a traditionalist. I think you should play where you're zoned, but given the opportunity, you're going to put your kid in the best school possible, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how you can play one sport at one school one semester, then transfer to another school, and
saw it.
And that is ludicrous. And by the way, before I go, happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Deanna. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Go, girl.
Hey, we love you, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, take care. Love you guys. See ya.
I saw about some of our great people. You know this. You both know this family. The Vandergriff family, legendary family. They are incredible. Judy, school board, city commissioner, worked for Bay Schools forever. Should have been the superintendent. In my opinion, she was incredible. Her husband, all the lives he impacted, coaching all those years. They've raised wonderful kids. One is the best county AD in the state. He wins the biggest, 22 high schools. He wins the whole thing. And then Kyle, everything, man. His company is going through the roof. They are doing great work. Vandy Roofing, general contracting, they design it, commercial, residential. They can build anything you want. But you talking about a roof, Vandy Roofing, if you're looking for a great roof, great work, great people, Vandy Roofing is where you want to go. The guy's incredible.
Is Kyle coming in tomorrow?
Friday. We'll have Kyle in here Friday. I'm hoping he'll be here Friday. He was here last Friday. You didn't tell me to be here. I forgot. Let me ask you this, aren't they great people? They go to your church, don't they?
Yep, sure do.
Tommy?
Outstanding folks.
How many years was he over at Jinx? Seems like forever.
Gosh, forever. Probably 30-something years.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The lives they've impacted are incredible.
Good guy, great guy.
Yeah, and their kids the same way. You can't go wrong. Go Vandy Roofing, no doubt about that. Do you want your yard to look absolutely beautiful? We can make it happen. Pat does a great job. Turpro Pest Control. You got insects getting your house, he can take care of that also. I see that truck everywhere, especially in Bay Point. The yards look like golf course. The guy is incredible. Listen to Patrick every Monday morning, 8:30, right here with the legendary Chad Mitchell. Both of them here on Monday. Have a great time with those guys. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. Tommy Santamont, FSU. I can't believe to get ready to crank up football this quickly. It's not, what are we, August now?
Pretty much.
Before August, right? Before August. All right, we'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
If there's ever been a show that needs to be flipped on a dime, this is it. The first hour was absolutely miserable.
I'm trying to think of the experiences I've had in my life that I would compare. Probably a colonoscopy would be close. I once had all 4 wisdom teeth taken out the same day. I think that was pretty bad.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
Show off your style and drive away in a new 2025 Kia K4 or K5 from Bill Bird Kia. The 2025 K4 delivers sleek design, smart safety features, and an impressive fuel efficiency. Are you looking for something with a little more space and a confident, sporty appeal? The 2025 Kia K5 delivering a sleek design, smooth ride, and advanced driver's assistant features, all designed to keep you safe and comfortable on every drive. Now offering 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia K4 or K5. Bill Bird Kia is the home of that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKia, PanamaCity.com. Discover what drives you at Bill Bird Kia.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia K4 or K5 with $2209 per 1,000 finance in 48 months. While lease limited, cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 8/4/25.
You don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Sorry about that. Florida State. Woo! FSU Update is brought to you by the legendary Newbies. I tell you what, I can't say enough good things about Charlotte and John. Beautiful people, inside and out, always giving back to the community. Let's make sure we go support them. Will, Kathy, all of them do a great job down there. They have 4 wonderful locations. St. Andrews, the big blue building. Glenn Mann loves that place. And, of course, the one on the curve. Go watch all sporting events. They remodeled inside, shoot pool. Wintertime's great when they got the fireplace going. And then you're going to head down to the mothership. You're always going to do that, especially on the weekend, because Charlotte's going to have the best bands in the Southeast down there for you. Go have a great time at one of the 4 Newbies. Support them. They support this county so much. It's incredible. 50 years they've been busy. Over 50 years. Legendary. They're known worldwide. Get out to Newbies. Have a great time. Tommy, what do you have? It's getting closer to closer. Alabama at FSU.
Well, I think you're going to see football take the spotlight now.
Amen.
For the next several months, because FSU, the kids report July the 29th, and the actual first practice starts Wednesday, July the 30th, next Wednesday.
Jeremy, we're not even in August they're starting. It's college.
A lot of them are starting July 30th.
Crazy.
Starting July 30th. So they have to get rolling with this thing, and they just had the July the 23rd, the ACC kickoff was done up in Charlotte, and they had, for FSU, Tommy Castellanos, the quarterback, was there. Daryl Jackson, the kid from Gaston County, was there. And Richie Leonard, the offensive lineman, he was there, and Earl Little Jr., DB, was there. All four of these kids are transfer kids. They were the ones chosen by Norvell to go with him up there to speak about how the season was going. And Norvell, I found one of the interesting things he talked about. I talked about the 2-10 season. He knew the chemistry was bad, and they tried all kinds of stuff trying to change it. He even admitted it. He said, we tried all kinds of, bond building stuff to trying to get them go. It just didn't go. And he knew it. He knew that that's kind of what was going to happen. It did happen. But he did admit that. But he did say this team's entirely different.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll find out. But he did say that the chemistry on this team is like night and day difference. Yeah. They hadn't had to do a lot of that bond building, bonding stuff with this team. But he also said the health of the team is really good because FSU can't afford to lose some of their top players. That'll kill you. But he did mention two players, Jason Jenkins, a 6'6" defensive end, and Squirrel White. Y'all know Squirrel. Both these kids transfer from Tennessee. They're both going to be able to go in fall practice, and they'll be ready to get going. But when you look at the team, they've got 4 or 5 new starters on the offensive line. Starters that have a lot of experience, show SEC type kids that played, and they're on the offensive line. They got a new quarterback, all new starters on wide receiver. Running backs, they got 2 really good running backs, and of course they had 3 or 4. They got a lot of, so it's a completely different team this year, completely different from last year. So just like we know, we have no idea what's going to happen. Nobody does. Right. I mean, nobody can tell you that, they're going to win 5 games, 4 games, 10 games. You just don't know. When you look at their schedule, the thing that concerns me, if you take the first 5 games, they got Alabama, then they got East Texas A&M, Kent State, Virginia on a Friday night up there.
Friday night?
Friday night. That's a taboo. Yeah. And then they got Miami.
Yeah.
So at home. So those first 5 games, Alabama, when you look at the game coming up here August the 30th, Alabama, looking at the rosters, it's like night and day. Alabama's by far got the best roster. Everybody knows that. And I think the point spread is going to probably go up to 14 or 15 before it's all said and done.
What did it open, 11.5?
It's about 11 now. Some of them are 12, but about 11.5. But when you look at playing Alabama, that's as far as I'm concerned. That's you never know. But if they were to beat Alabama, that would. It's 2 different big teams. Both needs to win, but who needs to win the most? Yeah, I don't know. The board would be massacred if FSU would beat them on that first thing. So, but anyway, they got to play Alabama. Then they got to play Virginia on a Friday night, and they got to play Miami. Miami's home though, but those are 3 games that they very likely could lose. And if you go back and look at the rest of the schedule, they got games like Pittsburgh. They got Clemson, Florida.
Pitt's pretty good now.
Yeah, I know they are. They're going to be really good. There's no like 4 or 5 games that they know they can win in a row. Right. So how is that going to affect the team? You lose 2 in a row. What's going to happen? We don't know, and that's the thing you don't know. And a lot of these teams, it's got a lot of these transfer kids in.
Do they have Louisville this year?
No, they don't play.
They're lucky. Louisville's going to.
They got NC State though, and NC State always plays them good. Yeah. And that's a way too.
Tommy, one thing you said sticks out so much. With now, where you can transfer in and transfer out from year to year, you have no idea what you have. You can win so much quicker now, but you also can lose so much quicker. It proves FSU's a perfect example. Wow. They fell apart because we all talked about something's not right about that football, and we knew it. No chemistry, something was wrong, and now it won't shock me if they have a really good year. Yep. Do you hear what Reese Davis said? He said that watch out week 1. This team was 2-10. I'm telling you now.
Who said that?
Reese Davis.
Oh, yeah.
He said they're going to be good, and he says after that game, if they win it or if it's close, like he thinks it's going to be close, the narrative is not going to be FSU's back. It's that we got the wrong guy at Alabama. We need to get the heat's going to go on him, which he says is wrong. He said because Florida State's going to be really good.
Right. Yeah, I agree, and I've heard the same thing. Who is he going to hurt worse, DeBoer or Novell?
I think he's hurting DeBoer. Well, don't you? Because everybody's expecting. Everybody's thinking right now, Alabama should blow them out. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be a blowout.
No. I don't know. It's roster wise, they got those 4 and 5 stars all up and down the thing. And the thing about Alabama, and I heard some things talking about, Alabama has 5 stars that play as freshmen, and they don't do as well. You kind of forget them. And come the second, third year, that 5-star raises up.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
true.
Play well. And that's Alabama.
Secondary.
Yeah, that's Alabama.
Yeah.
So, and Florida State doesn't have that. They got they do have some good players. I agree. And I think the coaches is going to be the big difference now with Malzahn and White.
I like Malzahn. I like White, and I love Malzahn.
I'm telling you, I think, and they got the right. I think Castellanos, he's the right pick for that to run that offense. It's like he's sort of like that Nick, the guy he had, Nick Marshall, when he played in FSU in that championship game. Same type of kid there. So
and Tommy, with them, Gus, he gave Saban the greatest coach. Some people say the greatest coach of all time, him or Bryant, and his wing team principles in that offense you don't see.
Right.
That option he has, that one play down the line, throws the ball at the last second. He's got good schemes that people usually don't see that much. If you got a quarterback that can run and throw, he's deadly. And they say this quarterback's supposed to be the real deal.
He and on defense, they play that 3-3-5 defense. That's what White always. That's his thing.
Yeah.
But one other thing too. As I told you, August the 20th, I'm going to go to a practice, so I'll be able to tell.
What day is it?
August 20th, 10 days before they play Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even let us come there, but.
The money you have, they let you do what you want.
Well, they listen to my nephew. They like him. It is money. But anyway, it's going to be a 7:55 our time start in the morning, so I got to leave really early. But anyway, I looked at some of the tickets for the Alabama FSU game, and there's very few of them left. I did find you one on the down there in the sideline club right there.
Yeah.
You can get Julie. Y'all can get 2 tickets, $4,610 a piece. And y'all be there. They got food now. They'll have food. They got nice seating.
Are we going? Are we going to get those 2 tickets?
Julie said get them for you.
Well, you
better start selling your blood now.
I will not be at that game.
Most of them at 400 and 400.
I saw some like 350.
Yeah, some of them.
And really, honestly, that's not a bad. Wherever you're at in that stadium, it's not bad. Now in Tuscaloosa, being up them upper decks,
if you get the UU
you can have it. I'll never do that again. I did that one time. Yeah, that's true too. All right, let's talk about somebody. That's a great update. Let's talk about some of the great people we get. We get back. We'll talk some more about that Florida State team. Jeremy, I got to get your insight on what you think about FSU, Alabama. But let's talk about right now some of the great people we have. Again, thank you, John and Sharp, for the FSU update. Get out to Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? They got everything. Your joints are killing you back. Go get the joint boost. Glenn took it, and he swears by it. Julie uses it. It helps her knee. Jason's got every kind of product you can think about. And the great thing about Jason, you can try it before you buy it. If it works for you, you buy it. If it doesn't, you don't have to get it. If you're and we have so many, thank goodness we have so many parents listening, so many coaches listening. Their business has gone to the roof. All these parents now are going there. Dr. Ward goes there with his son. His son's going to be a really good ball player, a really good baseball player. They're getting involved in it. You can get bigger, stronger, naturally. Not with steroids, naturally. Listen to Jason Kovaleski every Tuesday, every Friday, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. They got 2 great locations, Pier Park, and also on 23rd Street. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. Tonight is the night if you want to go listen to some great music. Locals, karaoke, tourists, they can sing. It's incredible. The best happy hour anywhere. Buy one, get one free. House wine, draft beer, margaritas, great Mexican food. This is a place to have birthday parties. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. Go see Dr. Ward. It's no excuse to get the skin cancer, let it kill you. Go get it checked out. If it doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, don't play around. Make an appointment. If you're in the Panhandle, Florida right now listening, he's got an office near you. Listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on the legendary ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. Tommy Santamont, State Hall of Famer, Jeremy Pridgeon, Wildcat, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Pete Sampras didn't really have a personality. He was the focal point of men's tennis. Trout, boy, he's so great, but growing up, we didn't ask that of our celebrities. Times have changed. Now you got to sell a sport. This will sound like we're denigrating Scotty Scheffler, and we're not, just stating the facts.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Definite thunderstorms and sprinkles this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze coming out of the south-southeast at 15 miles per hour and temps near 85. Tonight we will have mostly clear skies and a chance of thunderstorms and be quite warm at 80. Mostly sunny and likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Hi, folks. It's Tracy from Tracy's Fine Jewelry. Santa called and he asked me to help everyone get ready for Christmas and avoid the stress and rush. So we've stocked the store and slashed the prices. All color gemstone jewelry is on sale now at 60% off. Emeralds, rubies, sapphires, amethysts, blue topaz, tanzanites, opals, and many more. And with just 20% down, we'll hold your sparkle until Christmas. Tracy's Fine Jewelry takes the stress out of the holidays. So shop now where Santa shops during our Christmas in July sale at Tracy's Fine Jewelry.
CBC Construction is looking for a few good men. At CBC Construction, our greatest strength lies within our talented team. Join us and be a part of a dynamic company that values its people. We offer a tremendous opportunity to create a future for your family and the Florida Panhandle. CBC Construction is now hiring. Call us at 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com to learn more. CBC Construction. Be part of a winning team.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. Well, what's the bad news? Your hat's on fire. What?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Tommy Santamont, Jeremy Pridgeon, we're talking between the break there about the situation at FSU. And we both agree that the coaches, he's upset about but they're the ones that brought those players in. They're the ones that gave them those scholarships. And they just dropped the ball on the valuation of their chemistry, the character of those players, they brought in. I heard and I don't know if this is true, this is all rumor, but the quarterback. Yep. And that's the critical position.
Well, that's where you get your leadership from, and Andrea just didn't.
And other players don't like you; they're not going to play for you. No, you could tell. You could tell week one something was just not right.
When they played Georgia Tech, you could tell.
And I'm going to say this right now. Georgia Tech, watch out. Louisville, watch out. That's two teams, the ACC, you better keep an eye on. I think they're both going to surprise people this year.
Yeah.
I think they got either Colorado week 1 or week 2. I got them going on the road and beating Colorado because some people are blowing that to be a big game. I don't think so. I think Georgia Tech's going to do it. I like their coach. He's outstanding. I like Louisville's coach. Jeremy, FSU, what's your take on this Alabama FSU game week 1? How do you think it's going to play out?
Well, I'll speak into it, may even lead into some of the Alabama updates. That's part of what I've covered there. But, to me, this sets up, with all the intrigue around Norvell and DeBoer, and the pressure on these two guys is immense because somebody's going to have to, at 5 o'clock that afternoon, sit in front of a microphone and talk to the media about what went wrong. And it ain't going to go well. I mean, both of them got the weight of the world on their shoulders with expectations. you're going to hear all the X's and O's, and they will be broken down ad nauseum in the lead up. The X factor, and you all touched on it in the last segment, is the hiring of the new OC for FSU. If there was anyone that vexed Alabama, it was Gus Malzahn. Now,
good point.
What happens when a former head coach becomes a coordinator? And how much does the current head coach trust the coordinator to do the work? They're going to have to figure that out before they get in their first game. And that's going to be the challenge. Does Norvell relinquish the headset with that much pressure on you to trust the guy you brought in? Because you don't get a jamboree, you don't get an exhibition. You put the ball on the tee and you're playing. And the in-game dynamics for two who have been accustomed to calling the shots and having the headset.
Man, you're making I didn't even really thought about this. You're making a great point. Critical play, you got a guy that's been a head coach, he's offense coordinator, and they got to get that play in within 40 seconds.
I'll be able to tell when I go see a practice about that same thing.
Yeah. But it's different. You know it during the game. I know. Your job's on the line.
But, the thing about Alabama, and I read about Alabama, they got a great offensive line, really good. And their offensive coordinator and the quarterback's new. What's it, Simpson? Most likely Russell, one of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, they said all he's got to do is hand the ball off. They can drive it down, score. If they can do that, the game's over.
When you told
Turn out the lights.
When you told me they run that 3-3 stack, that to me was the hardest front. I hated
you can do a
against
lot
that.
with it. Yeah.
With all the different angles, splits, stunts, everything they can do, that screws up your offensive line. That's week one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad Alabama has a month to work on that because you don't see that every day like some of the others. Usually it's either 4-3 or 4-2-5, something like that, or odd man front. That's that is a 3-3. That's going to give them Alabama. I think it's going to give them some fits
on those initial reads. Yeah. That's exactly right.
I'm with you though. That in a critical play, the game's on the line, big first down to keep the clock running, keep the game, keep the ball away from Alabama. You're right. The head coach is the head coach. Gus Malzahn's been there. That's going to be interesting. I hope they kind of keep an eye on that and see what happens.
So that to me is one of the subplots. Is that going to be? You almost, to me, because of that 40-second clock, have to have that predetermined.
You better.
Because you can't have any hiccups in that critical moment.
But we've seen Nick Saban and how he's treated his offensive coordinators on the sidelines when they didn't do what he wanted. Lane Kiffin. So I just Norvell's personality. I don't see him like that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't at all. Of course, they've known each other for 20
years. And they do have a working relationship here.
Friends.
And they'll probably, Jeremy, we're saying all this, but you would think, as well detailed they are, they'll have it all.
They got to address it.
Yeah.
You got to address it though. Yeah. But Malzahn, as the head coach, was 3-5 against Saban.
Better than anybody else.
Yeah. 1-2 as a coordinator for overall 4-7. Now that doesn't sound very impressive until you realize who was on the other sideline.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Castellanos. The dual threat quarterback was
not backing down from his statements.
He's not. But Malzahn,
I like that.
Malzahn had dual threat quarterbacks that had good success against Alabama. Now, what's Alabama's defensive scheme?
They were 4-2-5.
4-2-5.
Which is not great against option. In my opinion, it's not great against option football.
And I hear this idea, that they're going to be a kind of swarming defense, and you have the extra safety in there for the nickel, but if you get sort of paralyzed in RPO, if you get caught up on those down the line things that we have seen with Malzahn in the trickeration that is coming.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're FSU, you've probably got 2 to 3 trick plays schemed.
Yeah.
In the game. And then with Malzahn, I don't think he cares where he is on the field when he runs those.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could be at the 20-yard line and do something absolutely outlandish. I mean, it just, but you have nothing to lose. From that vantage point, going back to your point, Tommy, about the rosters. So the intrigue for me is the Florida State offensive side of the ball against the Alabama defensive side of the ball.
I'm with you.
And it's not that Alabama's defense isn't capable. It's just that Malzahn has the capacity to put you out of position and to set up situations to expose your vulnerabilities. So that's going to be, I think, the chess match inside the game.
And Castellanos has got to be able to pass the ball some. Yeah. He's got to be accurate. Yeah. He can't be just throwing around because the DBs in Alabama's too good. They'll be intercepting those things.
And you know good and well that he's been working hard all summer on what you're talking about right there.
Yeah. Going back to the other side of the matchup, Alabama's certainly got brawn on the line and backs, and they can push the ball
Alabama's
down
huge.
the field. Yeah.
They're huge, both sides.
Alabama would rather have a 28-17 game in the trenches. Florida State would love to see something get in the 40s.
Yeah, you're right.
What's that running back for 230 pounds, Alabama?
And Gus, Tommy, think about this, that heat. And but I'll be honest with you, it's hot in Tuscaloosa the same way. But they're going to be the fast-paced offense.
They're going to up-tempo it.
Yeah, and if you're not in great shape and you can't make your adjustments quickly, you can get in trouble.
Yeah, in a hurry.
Yeah. I do want to say this. You made a great point, though, after that game. You got both those head coaches. You're going to have one walking in there, and the last 2 years is going to be either 2-11 or 3-10, FSU. At Alabama, you're going to have a coach in there sitting there with 10-5 or 10-4 or either 9-5. At Alabama, 9-5, 9-4 season doesn't get it done. You're not winning 10 plus. You're going to be in trouble, Alabama. He loses week one. There's more on him than Norvell. I don't care. Yeah. Everybody you talk to people across the country. They all think Florida State's 2-10. They're terrible. They're pathetic. Alabama's going to kill them. Game day wouldn't even go there.
Yeah.
So I think the pressure's on DeBoer more than Navarro.
I heard one of the analysts say that if DeBoer goes 9-3, they'll fire him. But I don't believe that. But
we shall see.
I mean,
depends on who the three losses are too. You don't want to lose Tennessee, LSU, and Auburn. I mean, I say that even Georgia. They expect you maybe to lose to Georgia, but LSU, Tennessee, Auburn, you better win those. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. You better go sponsor them too. They're incredible, man. You'll love every one of them. I'll tell you that right now. We talked about Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Now let's talk about another wonderful place. Tommy's been there several times. He loves Russ, Amber. Are they not great people?
No, very good. Excellent place. Yeah.
Great salesmen. Yeah. They help you. They work with you. They don't take every penny out of your pocket. They're wonderful people. Who are we talking about?
We're talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. If they don't have it in this estate sale, which is going on right now till the end of the month, they can create it for you. Go ahead, take your current jewelry that you have it cleaned, have it appraised, and if you'd like, gold's at an all-time high right now. They'll buy your gold jewelry right off of you. That's David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
The legend, Dr. Chad Mitchell, said, get yourself an electrical bike. If you have heart issues, we want you out riding the bike. Once you get fatigued, you're tired, it's hot, turn on the electric juice, get back home. He also says if you have knee pains, back pain, whatever, get yourself an electrical bike. There's only one place to get it. Tommy has been on the bikes. Tommy used to have a Harley, like Barney Fife. Anyway, he used to have that Harley. He'd scare. I'll never forget him drive away when Jay Michaels was Phil and Phil called my Lucia said, I hope he makes it home. I don't think we'll ever see him again. But he made it home. Get yourself an electrical bike or get your old-fashioned bike. And we're going to go do so. Steve's Bike Shop. You know Steve.
Oh, yeah. Great guy.
Great guy. Great coach. Moses Slim coach.
Yep.
They've been in business since 1979. They're right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. They got the old-fashioned bikes. They got every kind of bike you can think of. These electrical bikes are incredible. Wear a helmet. Leighton Bell wants a bike for her birthday. She's getting one from Steve's Bike Shop.
She'll get an electric bike?
No, I will not give her an electric bike. She's too young. They're too fast.
Come on, Paw.
No.
If she wants it, you'll get
I'm
it.
getting her a 10-speed.
Yeah, you will.
She's getting 10-speed. I got run over by my electric bike the other day walking in Bay Point. I think you guys are fast. All right, we'll be right back. We get back. Jeremy Pridgen on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tommy gave us some information in the break, and I'm hoping it's not true, but it is. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Cowherd. Scotty Scheffler doesn't intimidate other golfers. He just beats them. Tiger was MJ or Mike Tyson in his prime. Scheffler's more Tim Duncan. Tiger made you feel like you wanted to go out. He had so much alpha, and you wanted to go to the driving range. Scotty Scheffler, he's a little bit of a buzzkill.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Definite thunderstorms and sprinkles this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze coming out of the south-southeast at 15 miles per hour and temps near 85. Tonight we will have mostly clear skies and a chance of thunderstorms and be quite warm at 80. Mostly sunny and likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
WGSX Lynnhaven, W Field 2, Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whether you're an experienced investor or first-time buyer, Beach House will provide you with top-notch service to guide you through every step of the process. We make the real estate process fun and easy through effective marketing, strategic advertising, and always a client-focused experience. From single-family homes to full-scale developments, Beach House Sales Development has you covered. Check them out at beachhousesalesfl.com or give them a call at 850-919-3500.
Put down your natural light. It's time for the Alabama Update. The Alabama Update, weekday mornings at 8. On the Coach James Hale Show at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll Tide Roll. Alabama Updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. You want to be cool in the winter? No, you want to be warm in the winter. You want to be cool in the summer? Yeah, you do. Go with Stevenson.
Money.
Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. I'm glad you said something. If you could help us out, we certainly turn off your mic. You could certainly help us. Wildcat went through surgery. He's been gone. We all know that. Liver cancer, stage 1. They got it all out. The bills are going through the roof. If you could help out, we certainly appreciate that. GoFundMe.com. Look it up. It's John Smitty, Smiddy. You would please give something to help this young man out. We certainly appreciate that, and he's going to be fine. Jeremy, what do you have? Stevenson Air Conditioning, number 1, not even close. What do you got on the Crimson Tide?
Well, we'll pick up a little bit on the football piece to start. We mentioned Castellanos, clearly QB1 for Florida State, has made some pretty brazen statements, good bulletin board material for that game that will kick off on the 30th. Mm-hmm. You look across the field, and it's not quite as certain as to what we're looking at. DeBoer has said if Alabama were to play today, Ty Simpson is QB1. But it is pretty clear that Keelan Russell is the future of the program. And that could be a bit of a concern because you've got Jet Tamala and Tayden Kawa in the room along with Austin Mack.
Yeah.
And how are you going to hold all these guys?
You're not.
You're not.
And they're all pretty good.
They're all good. I mean, and to have recruited the one Kawa coming in, 6'5", 235-pound Hawaii native who played out in Utah, big-bodied, NFL prototype passer that Ryan Grubb would love to have in the program, would be just, any program salivating over that type of guy.
Yeah.
And you can see an exodus out of the room here. So we last saw, DeBoer with Penix there with his kind of dual threat QB, beat Texas, got to play in the national championship game, all of that. How he kind of defines the sort of trigger man, I think it's going to say a lot about his future success in the program, because you got a lot of options that are not all the same in terms of your quarterback situation.
And I heard Russell. You watch his highlights. He was unbelievable in high school.
That's what I heard.
He's the real deal. Big, can run, can throw. He's got the whole package. He's a true freshman. So if Simpson does not do well during the season, you will see Russell playing. We even talked about this earlier.
Yeah, about a month ago.
But you're making a great point. You got all these great quarterbacks committed to you. Do they come? The kid from Hawaii. They just got another kid from Hawaii.
Just got him.
How do you mention how do you say his name?
Kawa, I believe, the AAWA there. So what I've been told.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Kala. Collard greens.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then the Iowa State QB came, as well. So this is a stacked room.
Yeah.
And all of them have the ability to play. But in this environment we're sitting in, they're not going to sit back and watch somebody else play.
No.
They're going to transfer portal city.
Yeah. And you got to give Simpson credit, man. He's been there. He's a good player. He's got talent.
Simpson
he can run. He can throw.
Are veterans.
Yeah.
They have been
and they
in
like
the room.
Matt. They bred up the offensive coordinator. Love Mac. I mean, you got to remember, you got that new offensive coordinator, which might save our program.
Now that the band is sort of back together again.
Yeah. Saban wanted him.
Yeah.
Saban tried to get him.
Yeah. So this to me is another subplot. Simpson, obviously in the program, veteran, but you get into Tallahassee and you go, 3-and-out on 3 straight series. Pressure gets a little hot over there too.
Yeah. Yeah, there ain't no telling.
I think the thing about Simpson I read is he plays within the system. Like Milroe, he was all over the place. But Simpson plays. If he plays within the system with their offensive line, I think they could just run it down. I swear I do.
If you're going to be a passing team, Milroe's not the guy.
Not the guy. So
the other guys can do it.
So then you go back to what we have historically seen with Alabama quarterbacks, and they have gotten this label of quote unquote game manager.
Yeah, right.
McElroy.
Right.
Coker.
Right.
Yeah.
Sims.
Yeah.
They
were surrounded by some really great players.
Yeah. Right. And got it done. So what are the expectations on QB1? I think Florida State's going to be looking to Castellanos to make plays, to break things open.
You two both have knocked out a ballpark. That 3-3 stack defense, whatever you call it, they're going to come after that quarterback on 3rd and long, all kind of different directions, confuse the front, sack quarterbacks, make big plays. First-time quarterback, that's tough, man.
Yeah, will it ever be 3rd and long, though?
Well, that's the key. We got a caller. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can you hear him? I can't hear anything. Can you?
Saban's not there to sing it.
Hey, Conrad, have you done anything?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Playing golf.
Playing golf. You been playing golf? Glenn started laughing. Yeah.
I know. We played golf today. We're on the way home. But I was watching YouTube last night. Have you seen that thing on the EA Sports put up about the Georgia Alabama? They simulated the game.
No,
I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's an hour and something long. It's pretty decent. And they got Simpson as the starting quarterback.
Who wins the game?
Well, Georgia kicked a last-second field goal to win 37-35.
Wow. I wouldn't doubt that happening.
Turn that off.
And then this one's for Jason. They had another one. They had two more on there. They had the Georgia's opening game against Marshall. They had that 66-14.
Ooh. Hey, who won the Alabama FSU game?
I don't know. It's not. They didn't waste their time with that one.
You're right. They didn't want to waste their time.
But and then they had the simulated national championship game was Ohio State and the Georgia Bulldogs.
Ooh. Who won?
And they had Georgia winning 33-24.
Dang. I'm going to write that. 23. What was the score?
33-24.
33-24. I got to talk to the Buckeye boys about that.
EA Sports.
In the Marshall game, they had Stockton throwing for 618 yards.
Wow.
And 8 touchdowns.
He'd be on 3 days rest after that.
I found something.
Well, he had to do. He's got a pitcher's arm now. He's out for 2 games.
Exactly.
Who won the golfing today? Who won today?
It's always a tie.
That's good. That's how you keep friends. Because Glenn comes in and says otherwise, but that's okay.
I know better.
Glenn comes
We've
in
been
mad.
together a long time. He ain't gonna listen to that.
Hey, somebody didn't show up yesterday. Conrad, somebody gave their word they would be at a certain restaurant. They didn't show up.
Well, the guy that I took didn't want to go there.
Ooh, do not say that. Do not say that.
Well, I couldn't help it. I mean, he's a lot bigger than I was.
He said, Coach Hale, and I'm not going there.
That's probably what was said. Hey, you know what? That's amazing you said that because I had looked this up. It says EA Sports, the next 10 national championships in 2025. Yeah, you're right. Right there, the Georgia Bulldogs win the national championship. So, Conrad hit it off the head.
He did, yeah. I can't believe the Middle Tennessee Austin Peay game's not on there.
But you said something yesterday that was very prophetic. You know, you said that people are who they hang out with.
Yeah.
Remember you saying that?
Yeah.
But now you understand why I quit hanging around with you.
Hey, you break it up. We got to hang up. We couldn't hear what you said. All right, guys, we got to take a break. Thanks for calling. Bye.
All right, see ya.
Bye. Yeah, we get back. I'll go over this EA Sports if we have time. All right, let's talk about some of the great people we got. It's incredible, man. And we mentioned Stevenson Air Conditioning. That guy's truly incredible what they do. He's the most honest guy. I will never forget this, and that's the reason I really tried to get him to come on and be one of our sponsors. I was going to spend whatever I had in my heart, I had in my mind. This thing's old. You know how I don't like replacing anything. Save every penny I can. I want to get rid of this. I don't care what it costs. I want the biggest one. I want it to air and knock me down. I want the house to get cool and stay cool. I said, I want the biggest one you got. And he laughed. He said, Coach, I can do that, and it's a lot of money. I said, I don't really care. He goes, but you don't have to do this. And he explained to me all these things I had no idea. And he also explained to me how to keep the house cooler and things like that. He didn't take advantage of me, and most people do. He is great. They're local. They are wonderful people. They're good, kind people. They work hard. They take a lot of pride in what they do. That's Jason. That's Stevenson Air Conditioning. Family owned. Number one, not even close. Don't go with anybody else. Go with locals. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. You're going to get your house. It's not running well right now. You got to get it. You just sitting there burning up and you spend all this money. Call them. They'll get there quicker than anybody else, and they'll do a great job. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. J. Michael's Restaurant. The place is incredible. Best seafood, coldest beer. Go check it out. I think today's special is the hamburger steak. I think it is. We had the other day. Matter of fact, I think Glenn was there. Glenn, Julie, and myself were there. And Glenn and Julie I couldn't believe the amount of food they gave you. It's incredible. Legendary. J. Michael's Restaurant, Thomas Drive. Check it out. We think you'll love it. If you're over in Lynn Haven, I'll talk about that in a minute. You're over in Lynn Haven, go get you some jewelry. Go see Russ and Amber. They do a great job there. You love Mexican food tonight, you need to go to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. They got the best happy hour anywhere. Buy one, get one free. But they got karaoke tonight. Great place to have a birthday party. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. We'll be right back. Auburn coming up. Be right back. Tommy, Jeremy, Wildcat. not Glenn, not Conrad. We'll be right back.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
Do you think Jerry Jones really believes that this team, from a personnel standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, has what it takes?
I think he has to believe it, Smalls. He has to believe it based on what he's done contractually with several of his star players. They believe it. They might be delusional in thinking so, but they believe it.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Definite thunderstorms and sprinkles this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze coming out of the south-southeast at 15 miles per hour and temps near 85. Tonight we will have mostly clear skies and a chance of thunderstorms and be quite warm at 80. Mostly sunny and likely thunderstorms tomorrow and high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
There's a reason we call it the big one, because the biggest deals of the year are happening now at Panama City Toyota. And you can get 3.99% APR on the award-winning Camry, plus 90 days until you make your first payment, and 3.99% on the new RAV4, plus 90 days until you make your first payment. Get 2.99% on the Bold Tacoma, or take the lead and get 1.99% on the powerful Tundra. The big one, right now at Panama City Toyota.
Offers expire August 4th. For details, visit PanamaCityToyota.com.
Experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Clare, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you. Serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Eagle. Hey, Martha Kinney, James Jenner, Glenn Conrad. Hey. Deep down, they love Auburn. Auburn Updates brought to you by Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. You want to have a great meal today? Get out to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. I love Pat Perneau. That's a fine man. He is truly a great person. And he trains his people up to treat you like family. The food's incredible. TV's everywhere. Tommy, we got to get back over there.
We do.
Me, you, and Louise. Did you go out and have lunch with Phil Cobb this week?
No. I hadn't seen Phil Cobb in about 5 years.
He lied. He said you and him were over there.
Probably at Granny Cantrell's?
At Beef O'Brady's.
Really?
And he said, Tommy didn't call you? I said, dang. I said, no, maybe he wanted to talk to you, just you and him. I should have known he was lying.
I probably wouldn't even recognize Phil now. I hadn't seen him so long.
Evil. That song by Elvis, Evil. Anyway, what were we talking about? Get out to Beef O'Brady's, have a great meal, have a great time. TV's everywhere. Great place to watch all sporting events. And I love Pat. All right, let's get into Auburn. CBS Sports came down pretty hard on Hugh Freeze. Mm-hmm. They boasted about the last 2 years. Hugh Freeze boasts about it. Heck, Auburn should boast about it. Last 2 years recruiting, 2024, most of them average out about 8th best in the country. 2025, Auburn was about 6th best in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. And then this is when they turned on him, started getting after him. In 2026, Auburn right now is 65th in the country in recruiting. It's not the same game anymore. You can have the greatest recruiting class in the world until they sign. You ain't got anything.
Right.
And you might not keep them. So it's not the same, the death penalty it used to be. When you had great classes, you knew the next 3 or 4 years you're going to be pretty good. And when you didn't, you knew you were in trouble for the next 3 or 4 years. Those days are over. Like FSU might have a great team this year when they were terrible last year. So we don't know what Auburn has. I think they're in pretty good shape. But anyway, CBS, Hugh Freeze, gave him, they would do a grading system for all the head coaches. CBS gave Hugh Freeze a D. A D. Why would you give them a D right before the season? I don't know, but they did. Again, the first 2 years have not been good on the field. They've had 2 losing seasons. They've got you got to win. There's no doubt about that. You got to win ball games, and I think he will. Auburn could now. Brian Womack, 5-star. He's going to announce on August 21st. Guess who the top 2 teams are? Auburn and Ohio State. Ohio State's got a lot of money, so hopefully Auburn will get him, but we don't know. They just got Wilkes, 4-star edge. Everybody was after him, so that jumped them up. So things are not completely going off the rail. If Auburn wins week 1 versus Baylor, everything heads in the right direction. If Auburn loses to Baylor week 1, like I said, every single day just about, Auburn could be in trouble for a bad year. We shall see. Now, after Baylor, you got 2 cupcakes. Ball State, you're going to win at home. Now, I will say this. South Alabama's going to give Auburn everything they want. That's their Super Bowl game, but they don't have the players Auburn has. So Auburn is going to be 2-1 at the worst when they go to Oklahoma. At Oklahoma, at Texas A&M are huge games. They got to split those. At least split them. That's the reason I said they beat Baylor. They're in great shape. You're 3-0. You go into Oklahoma, go to Texas A&M, which both teams are being projected to be really good this year. But you got to split those, okay? Either going to be 3-2, 4-1, and then it starts. You get a week off. You're home versus Georgia, and they hadn't beat Georgia so long. I got a gut feeling something good could happen that game. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But Kirby Smart, it's hard to beat Kirby anywhere. But they got Georgia. Then Missouri's got 17 starters back. Got Missouri at home. They should win that ball game. But I don't think it's going to be easy. At Arkansas, got Bobby Petrino, offensive coordinator. They got players. Sam Pittman said, he says, I like this football team. So you don't know about that one. You would think Auburn wins that ball game. So right now, you got at least, 6 wins right there after 8 games. Say they're 6-2, 5-3, somewhere in that range. Kentucky at home should win this one. Let's just say that's the 6th win. They got at Vandy. That quarterback is special. What do you feel about this? I think Auburn gets the win, but I think everybody's going to be ready for Vandy this year. I don't know if they pull those upsets or not. What do you think?
I think you're going to see a little more focus. I mean, Alabama rolled into Nashville and got steamrolled.
I do too. In Texas, same way. Auburn got beat by them. I think Auburn gets the revenge.
Does Auburn play Oklahoma and Texas A&M away?
Yeah, back to back. They got. That's what I'm saying. They got to split those.
I don't see that. But
all right, let's say they get Vandy. That gets them to 7. Then they got Mercer. They got off. Then they got Mercer. They win that game. That gets them to 8. And they play Alabama at home. Probably going to be a night game. I got a feeling they're going to beat Alabama. If they're ranked, they're going to beat Bama. They could get to 9 wins. 8 or 9 wins they get to. I think they get to 8. What do you think? And he keeps his job. 8 wins is the key. I don't know about 7. You lose to Georgia, you lose to Alabama, you're not playing well at the end of the season, and you're 7-5. Auburn, nah, not at Auburn.
No,
you're not gonna get away with that at Auburn. You don't get away with Alabama, or LSU, or Florida. You got to win at those schools.
You know, you sit here and you kind of dice that, and sure, they've taken the Baylor game, which is a game you don't necessarily have to take, but
it probably shouldn't have.
But you go to that 9-game schedule, and we're sitting here, 7 wins won't cut it, 8 wins won't cut it. Well, guess what? You've got built in.
Hey, let's take out Mercer, put Florida in there, and then you got Baylor.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I hope the SEC doesn't do it. I'm telling you right now, our conference is the top to bottom, the toughest. We don't need it. We've done well playing 8. It's going to happen, though. Money rules everything.
I'm just saying, you sit here and go, 7 wins won't cut it at Auburn. Well, take Ball State out of there. Replace them.
Now you're 6.
Yeah, put Texas up.
Texas, even Florida.
I
can see 6.
I hope they do. I would love to see Auburn and Florida back on. I used to love that. I remember Pat Dial, amen quarter. All right, I want to get in this before we get to break. Auburn baseball, I do think they got the right guy at the baseball coach. Bush Thompson, he's done a great job. He just signed, you hear about this? 6-year extension. He's going to make base salary, not the incentives, but base salary, $1.5 million. They got him tied down for 6 more years. Last year, I think they were 41-20, 17-3 SEC. Again, the contract has incentives, so he's going to make more money than that. What did you think about it? I thought he did a great job. I think they got better as the year went in. I think he's the guy. The big wheels at Auburn thinks he's the guy. People going to the games. The stadium's incredible. I think the future's bright at Auburn baseball, Auburn basketball, and I do think Auburn's going to be good in football. What's your take on this new contract for the baseball coach?
Auburn baseball did well. They ran into the buzzsaw that was Coastal Carolina.
Can you believe it? I had Auburn winning that one.
Well, I think, again, baseball being the fickle game it is, and if you've got pitching and they had 2 stout pitchers, you come in there and made it happen. So yeah.
So congratulations, Coach, getting his contract extension, and all the talk about Coach Bruce Pearl going into politics. Who knows what's going to happen with that? Tommy Tuberville, I do believe, will be the next governor of Alabama. What's your take on that?
Oh yeah, that's going to happen.
I think people like him. He did a good job as a senator. I think he's going to be the governor.
You know, Alabama, Oklahoma, Nebraska, perhaps. One of the few states, where you could go from coaching on the sidelines to running, political office and having success. So I think it's all
Coach
done.
Bryant could have been the governor. Mm-hmm. Nick Saban can be the senator. He can be anything he wants.
Sure. Yeah,
I think.
He still gets votes. I mean, he gets write-in votes every time.
Yeah. I wish Saban would have run for senator.
You don't think Bobby Bowden could have won something?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some of our great people, man. I tell you what, I want to thank our city commissioner from Lynn Haven, Pat Perno. He's got a restaurant that's unbelievable. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Great food, great customer service. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. When you're down that way, go see Russ and Amber. Get yourself some fine jewelry. Maybe got a special occasion coming up. Maybe just somebody that's gone through a hard time. Maybe they've had a surgery lately. You want to get them something special. They work for you. They do a great job. And you're going to get a great deal.
Hint.
Maybe a necklace.
And jewelry is gold's at an all-time high. So if you're a little hard up for cash and you've got some gold jewelry laying around, take it to David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77, and they'll buy it off of you and give you a top dollar. They won't give you these
they're great people.
Pawn shop prices.
You know, think about them too.
Dollar.
If you got something you break something, you hit it wrong. Grand Chris breaks something. Your ring, Tommy's
battery
ring.
Watches, the crystal on your watch, they fix it right there.
You go.
I lost it. Can they find it?
They can't find them. They don't find jewelry, but they will fix jewelry. And I'll tell you another thing. I love Dr. Ward. He does a great job. But man, I get hit up all the time at Jay Michaels, is a guy down there, FSU guy, that listens to everything he says. And it's everything. If it's ever cut on FSU, he would never do that. But if there ever was, I hear about it. Go down and see Dr. Ward. If you got something that doesn't look right, feel right, women, skin cancer, breast cancer, 2 things you got to deal with. You got to protect yourself, and you better be careful with both of them. If it doesn't look right, feel right, go see Dr. Ward. Offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. And we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
This is our historic show.
This show will go down in history. He really wants me there.
Yeah, he has a film.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Do y'all just let anybody just call on the show, any fools?
When has somebody telling you not to show up ever stopped you from showing?
There you go.
I mean, that...
Weekday morning 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Show off your style and drive away in a new 2025 Kia K4 or K5 from Bill Bird Kia. The 2025 K4 delivers sleek design, smart safety features, and an impressive fuel efficiency. Are you looking for something with a little more space and a confident sporty appeal? The 2025 Kia K5 delivering a sleek design, smooth ride, and advanced driver's assistant features, all designed to keep you safe and comfortable on every drive. Now offering 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia K4 or K5. Bill Bird Kia is the home of that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at Bill Bird Kia, PanamaCity.com. Discover what drives you at Bill Bird Kia.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia K4 or K5 with $22.09 per 1,000 finance in 48 months. Quality limited cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 8/4/25.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We were talking between the break. I want to go back to Auburn just for a minute. Y'all bear with me just 1 second. I want to get to this. I have said this now for 3 months. That Baylor game is huge. Jeremy, if Auburn slips up and loses to Baylor, and then they win the next two, but they lose to Oklahoma and Texas back-to-back, you're 2-3, having to face Georgia. 2-3. Now you're 2-4. You beat Missouri, you're 3-4. You beat Arkansas, you're 4-4. You beat Kentucky, you're 5-4. You beat Vandy, you're 6-4. You beat Mercer, you're 7-4, and you lose to Alabama 7-5. I said earlier, 7-5 doesn't get it to Auburn.
I can see that.
In Oklahoma, we're talking about Oklahoma. They're getting all this love, preseason love, with this new quarterback and new offensive coordinator. Oklahoma kind of in the same boat. They got Michigan early in the year. They opened up with Illinois State. That's when they got Michigan, Temple, then they got Auburn. So they could be 2-2 right there if they lose to Auburn. Kent State, that's 3-2. Texas, that's what, 3-3. South Carolina, at South Carolina, they lose that. They could. They got Ole Miss after that. Say they lose both of those games. He's gone. He's gone right then, I think. Then you're at Tennessee. At Tennessee, those 3 games right there are tough, man. You're off. You're at Alabama, Missouri, LSU. Missouri's got 17 stars back. Who's in worse shape, Oklahoma or Auburn? I think Oklahoma is.
Well, Oklahoma got the W last year on the Plains, and now they get the.
Look at their schedule. I think it's harder than Auburn's.
I think it's harder. I think it's tougher.
They do got the new offensive coordinator. They do have the new quarterback. And everybody's in love with that guy. So I don't know. This year is going to be interesting this year.
And Venables needs an OC. He's a defensive mind. That's not his forte.
And that's probably the best thing that happened.
And just let that go.
And Hugh Freeze has his offensive coordinator, but we all know
who's really behind the curtain.
He's supposed to be the guru quarterback coach.
Right.
I don't know.
I can tell you, in Norman or in Auburn, they don't expect to spend the holidays at the Duke Mayo Bowl or the Liberty Bowl.
No, sir. No, sir. They're paying you big money to win football games. Both these are 2 jobs. These are the 2. I think the hot seat's the hottest on these 2 guys, in my opinion. Yeah. All right, I want to get this in. ACC's mandated that you're going to have injury reports going. This is to help with the people that bet, and they're going to tighten game security. They talked about that. Big 12 said no to Memphis. Memphis had a $2 million deal going. They weren't going to take any money from the conference for a while. Thank you. And they had everything set up to make it. And that would have been a big deal for the city of Memphis. It'd been great for the university, but it's not going to happen. Big 12 has no interest in Memphis right now.
Which is interesting to me. I mean, you picked up the Orlando market with UCF, and Memphis was an old CUSA foe where I think it could have had a natural built-in rival. So,
do you really want to go spend a weekend in Memphis?
Well, I didn't say I was going to spend a weekend in Memphis.
Yeah. I mean, only thing is in Memphis, you got Elvis, and even then you got to be careful. That's not a good part of town anymore either. That crime there in that city is incredible. But Georgia offensive lineman Jackson, he's a good ball player, big, huge kid, good player. Drug-related charges on July 16th, sophomore. I had this back then, and that's now getting to it. His bond was set at $5,030. He played in all of Georgia's games last year. How's that going to affect Georgia? Georgia's loaded. I think there'll be.
And didn't Georgia have a freshman got for driving recklessly?
Yeah,
some type of driving thing.
Yeah, they've had some things.
They like them cars, those fast cars at Georgia.
Yeah, they can overcome it.
Yeah, let's give them all a couple more $100,000 so they can soup up their cars.
Yeah, well, Conrad back in the day could drive a car pretty fast. I think the tradition started with Conrad moved. Georgia's new non-conference opponent for 2026. They've got that sealed deal. Georgia will play Tennessee State. Tennessee State.
Gosh, I guess.
Powerhouse. Now, listen.
Tennessee Tech wasn't available.
Hey, you know what? Kirby will play anybody, anywhere. They opened up with Clemson week 1, home and home. They've done it. Come on, leave Kirby alone. He should. He ducked Southern Mississippi though. Yeah. He ducked them. All right, let's get into this. I want your opinion, both of you guys, on this. It's going to take time to go through it. They ranked, and I didn't write down who did it. I want to say it was on threes. They ranked the 16 and it's different than one of the other one we had done. 16 SEC college towns. What are the best college towns in the SEC? You had to factor in culture. What did they offer? Affordability, the natural surroundings, safety, everything. They had all these 4 or 5 things that they put in a computer, and they come up with the best places. Do you want to start with the best, or you want to start with...
Let's work bottom up. Number 16, Starkville.
Mississippi State.
Nailed it.
Where is Brian when I need him? Mississippi State. It's small. Hey, Wildcat, your scar is small. It's small. Limited attractions.
Limited attractions.
Yeah. So they come in. Mississippi State is the worst college town to go to if you're in the SEC. If you're a visiting team.
They got some pretty trees you can look at.
Yeah.
They got some. That's brutal. What's it matter if it's small or big? What's it matter? Hey, look. Come on.
If there's nothing to do, then they can focus on their sport, and their schoolwork.
I know. Come on.
That's a perfect
Look
situation.
at Brian. Look at Glenn Small. I mean, heck, come on.
Number 15, Norman.
No. Believe you're close.
Fayetteville.
No. Number 15. It's a state capital.
Columbia.
Yes. South Carolina. I don't get this.
Okay.
All right, they say it's a state capital. It feels less like a college town, more like a...
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's true. Yeah, okay.
So they penalize them for that when the atmosphere at that game is second to theirs. Their atmosphere is great.
Okay, you been to Legion Field?
Yes.
Did that feel like the University of Alabama?
No.
Okay.
Good point. Okay. All right. Okay. But is it worth going to a game there?
Well, I think the fan base is, insane and it's, but the environment.
Jeremy Hester, they played Nebraska. Southern Miss played Nebraska and South. He said, the coach, South Carolina, man, they're crazy. He said their fans are unbelievable.
But it's a municipal field. It's,
I didn't know that. Okay, so all right. So right now they've got 15th South Carolina. The worst is Mississippi State. Number 14. What school is it? You just mentioned them.
Fayetteville or Norman, one of the two.
Norman, Oklahoma. How can Oklahoma be 14th? Lacks the cultural buzz.
No.
What does that mean?
Oklahoma.
Let's explain that. Yeah.
Flyover country.
Midwestern rednecks.
My kind of people. I love them.
Now, I did go to the Oklahoma-Alabama game when we had that home and home way. No, the home and home way back when they came. Gracious folks. I mean, very mirror image of the Alabama program. But
classy people.
Yeah. So, but
Alabama people are just classy.
Norman is a town when I've traveled out.
Alabama fans are incredible.
Well, the Midwest people, they are good people.
Good folks.
Hardworking.
So you enjoyed it out there?
Well, I haven't been to a game out there, but I've been out there.
Oh, okay.
But it's just
I wonder if there's much. I guess there's not much to do. Norman, kind of like Mississippi State. All right, so they got.
There are tornadoes though.
I will not go. I will not go. That surprised me. They come in at 14th. All right, at number 13. This shocked me. Ethan Boyd would say you're crazy.
College Station.
It's all about A&M. They have great tradition.
Well, I do
they
know.
got midnight call.
Yeah.
But they placed him at 13th.
Well, I do know Muschamp told Florida when A&M came into the conference that they had to go out to College Station. Muschamp told Florida, said, y'all, you take a good look around because this is the last time you'll ever come to this place.
Wow. We're not talking about Johnson's.
I just got it.
I'm not about Junction.
Just got a text from Brian Haddad. He said, "Hey, Coach, anything is better than," I think he's trying to spell going to Fayette, N-A-M.
Yeah.
Anything's better.
Well, at least he's missed it. Now, Harrisburg is a great place to go. Why is it so bad at A&M, though? Ethan, their fans love going there. They love that school. I guess it's kind of flat, ugly, not...
Yeah.
But their facilities are incredible.
Yeah. But
there's no culture?
I think that's the piece there. It's driven by the university, and you're either part of it or you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to now, this one, I disagree completely.
Gainesville.
No, it's beautiful. The Plains, it's gorgeous.
Auburn.
People are unbelievable. I love the fans. They're great. Especially if you got an Auburn shirt on. Don't wear an Alabama shirt there.
About LSU?
But I went with James and Jenna.
Yeah.
Auburn came in at 12th. How could Auburn come in at 12th?
Oh, yeah.
They don't have culture?
Okay.
They got a great vet school. They do.
I was surprised. I'll be honest with you. I was surprised Auburn was that low.
I'd have put Columbia, Missouri up there.
Yeah, no doubt. But they say it's a football town, tight-knit community. Yeah. But you got them at 12th? Okay, they said the size, the cultural offerings, the natural settings, affordability. How could Auburn be at 12? Well, I've always, growing up, we would drive on Wire Road to Auburn back in the 70s, watch a game, could get tickets, watch the game, look down, see Sugar Jordan. That was incredible. We always had a great time.
And
Toomer's Corner.
I think like A&M, if you're part of it, you love it.
But I was an Alabama fan. I liked it.
Most folks from Montgomery are getting to Auburn as quick as they can anyway, too. So,
what's the population increase on game day in Auburn?
Oh my God!
Doubles.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest.
That's like what
second
Jeremy
biggest
just said.
city in the country when they play a game there. I mean, Alabama when they play a game. I disagree with Auburn.
I think it's too low.
Yeah, especially this place. We get back. This place is going to shock you. How could they even make the list? It's sad. We'll talk about when we get back. Let's talk about some of our great people. We love every single one. Kyle Vandergriff, love you, brother. I hope you're here tomorrow. Vandy Roofing's incredible. Love the family. Love the mother and dad. Kyle's a winner. Nothing but a winner. Everything he touches turns to gold. Vandy Roofing, general contracting. They design it. They build it, commercial, residential. But if you want a roof, you got to go with Vandy Roofing. Go with Kyle Vandergriff. Turpro Pest Control. Do you want that yard to look beautiful? You want it to look like a golf course? Patrick can make it happen. Listen to Patrick every Monday, 8:30, right here in ESPN Northwest Florida. Locals, and he is local. His daughter's a beautiful cheerleader over at Mosley High School. You got to go with Turpro Pest Control for your yard. If you got insects getting in the house, Turpro Pest Control can take care of that also. Steve's Bike Shop, another local man that's incredible. Been coaching at Mosley swim team forever. The guy is unbelievable. His business since 1979, serving Bay County, right across the street from Sam's. Electrical bikes are taken to the world. Go get you one at Steve's Bike Shop. If it breaks down, go to Steve's Bike Shop. They'll fix it. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This school to be ranked 11th in the SEC, I take that shocks me. We'll be right back.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Definite thunderstorms and sprinkles this afternoon and evening with a moderate breeze coming out of the south-southeast at 15 miles per hour and temps near 85. Tonight we will have mostly clear skies and a chance of thunderstorms and be quite warm at 80. Mostly sunny and likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
At Brock Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Master, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. That's he's saying. All right, let's go. At number 11, how can this be over Auburn? And, well, okay, you might can help me with this because honestly, I've never been up there, so I shouldn't say anything. I will say this, Tony Thompson, he was a all-leading rusher in SEC senior at Tennessee. They won the Sugar Bowl. He was number 24 for them. Played for me at Lake West. I love Tony. Married a beautiful girl. They live up in California. They've done extremely well. And Tony was one of the most poorest families. His grandmother raised him. She was the custodian and the breadwinner of the family with a bunch of them. And they lived in a little block building about like this right here, this little room. Love Tony. All right. He said Kentucky was his best visit. Went to all these places at Kentucky, coach, and I had a great time. Kentucky comes in at number 11, the best SEC college town. Bourbon scene. They call it the bourbon scene. What is I call him the moonshine scene. What is the bourbon scene?
Well, you got Kentucky bourbon.
The Bourbon Trail.
Up there, the Bourbon Trail, where they can, which is in a dry county, which makes sense to me. Right. But most of the counties were dry back in those days, except for you could go to the
Lexington's
distillery.
dry?
The surrounding cities. Lexington itself was not.
I've been to a couple of games there. It's sort of quaint. The loudest cheers, obviously, on the day we were there because we were watching Alabama was when the basketball team was introduced. And then everybody tapped out at halftime and went to Keeneland.
And Keeneland, that's another beautiful.
How could that? All right, let me ask you this: how can it be ranked higher than Auburn? Do y'all agree it should be?
I have to say the rolling hills and
they're talking more about scenery and culture and ambiance
and that's
and
part
those
of
things.
It. That's part so. The lovely everybody in the country says loveliest plains. I don't get it. Okay, Kentucky came in 11. They say okay, so I've never been there, so I have no vote in it. All right, number 10. They say this place is real artsy, especially downtown.
Austin.
Number 10, Missouri.
Oh.
Missouri comes at number 10.
That was a good guess.
I'm sorry. I've got some great friends of Missouri graduates, big time.
I've been to a game there. That's a pretty neat little place. It's, big journalism school. No, I'd have put Auburn higher.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like those three are pretty tight. I mean, they're pretty close.
Good place, though.
Yeah.
Great college town. That's good. Number 9. Tommy agreed with this one. Tommy thinks they should be higher.
Gainesville.
They say it's affordable. I don't know. I don't agree with it. Is it affordable? I think Gainesville's pretty expensive myself. It says compared to the other ones, they say it's affordable and it's real sunny. We're talking about Florida, Gainesville, Florida.
Williston, Hawthorne.
They got a great Mexican restaurant there, Chewy's.
They got Steve Spurrier's restaurant there.
I don't go there.
But when we used to go, what's the road we always went in on? What's it called?
75.
What?
No.
You're talking about Archer?
Archer Road. Going in and parking down there. Parking's always been a nightmare.
You got to study where you're going to park before you go, Coach.
Well, I had some players he wanted me to bring one time. I had a great place to park that time.
Yeah, they took care of
them.
They
took care of us, man. I tell you, I always had a great time.
I've enjoyed
my
trips to Gainesville. Yeah.
I went there. Ray Perkins brought a team in there and beat Florida pretty bad. And that was way back. Yeah. Way back. It was one of the first time I ever went to the game there.
The 99 game that shocked the world, Alabama went a number of years before we went back to Gainesville just because of the weird rotation. And so when we did go back, I went down to the ball game, and of course we were kind of underdogs that day, but in the little back and forth, I can remember these Gator fans were jawing on us a little bit. Yeah. And I said, well, it's just good to be back, before they handed us our hats.
What do y'all think? I mean, is this number 9? Should they be higher or lower? Gainesville, Florida, best college town in the SEC?
I think Florida's unique among the SEC schools. It should be a little bit higher. Now, look, it is Gainesville, so it's not Orlando town. I mean, they're still, it's a college town. It lives in.
I think it should be higher. So. I think higher. Number 8. I thought, honestly, if you don't get shot there, you can have a great time. It's electric on game day. You know that. Tailgating is second to none. LSU, Baton Rouge. Were you surprised it's 8?
It's too low. I've been there.
Way too low. I did too. I thought LSU would be up there.
Yeah,
maybe they don't have any cultural. I don't know. I mean,
no, they got culture.
That's what I got culture on everything. What about artsy? Is not artsy enough? Maybe that's what got them. I don't know.
I would tell you Austin is more artsy, but
yeah, but
LSU is more.
And Baton Rouge,
historical.
Baton Rouge and Gainesville kind of mirror image each other on some level. I mean, they are the annual rival here, the cross rival, but that's a little low.
We got how much time we got?
We got a race. Yeah.
All right, we got to go. Number 7. I disagree. I don't know. That's a great town, but Vandy, major city, music scene. They got them at number 7. You've been up there.
Oh yeah, and Nashville's great. And when you consider Nashville,
it's a college town.
Well, no, but I mean, when you think about all the things related to Nashville, when you get to the 20th, 21st thing, you might think about Vanderbilt. So,
all right, we got to go. At number 6, it's kind of unique. You got the Evolved Navy. You got charming town. I think it's pretty up there.
It's
Tennessee at number 6. Y'all, that okay?
I'm good with that. Move on. Yeah, let's not get too much time there.
At number 5, this is a joke. It should be number 1. We all know that.
Alabama.
Tuscaloosa. Then they say the great thing about Alabama, the energy and the history of college football. There's no place has more history in college football than Alabama. But the best college program in the history of college football.
It defines.
But they gave them at number 5.
But it defines the town. Beyond that, you're kind of in West Alabama. I mean, I'm going to be objective here.
How can you say that?
I'm going to be objective.
Reject his season tickets, please. All right, so you're okay with Alabama at number 5. I thought Auburn would be higher, honestly, than Alabama.
Really?
It's kind of a city type deal. No, I love it. No, I take it back. I love Alabama. Right there I'm talking right there on the campus. Now,
let me see who the tops are before I go.
All right, number 6. I don't agree with this one. Number 6. I'm number 4. Number 4. Arkansas.
No. Okay.
Natural beauty. Natural beauty.
The natural state.
That's everything else. No. You got to kick them down.
Yeah.
Come on. Over Alabama, over Tennessee, over LSU, Florida, and Auburn.
I mean, I had them at 14 or 15. So
there's no way. No way. I think the guy that wrote this graduated from there. And number 3, I wouldn't. And you've been there. I don't think I'd put them. It's too big of a city to me. Number 3, Texas. It's a huge city.
Keep Austin weird. That's the slogan, and it's weird.
It sure is.
I'm sure it's artsy.
Underneath the bridge.
Real artsy.
I mean, when we went to see the bats fly out from under the bridge.
What did you think when you went? Did you think, oh wow, this is a great college scene? This is unreal.
It's unique. I mean, it's got culture. Unique. I'd make that trip once.
That's crazy. You'd think it'd be different. Are you okay with them number 3?
Yeah.
Wow. I got to go.
Miniature Nashville.
I got to go.
And very eclectic.
Top 2. Your top 2. How much time we got? Oh, man. Number 2, and it's beautiful. I've been up there. We played up there. Great charm, small town. They got it all.
Athens.
No.
Oxford.
Oxford, Mississippi.
Yep.
So you're telling
the
me
Grove.
You're telling me Athens came in number 1?
Yes.
bounce this pole.
I like the town. If you've been up there, Oxford,
Oxford's
beautiful
great.
town, lakes.
Oxford's great.
I'm okay with Oxford.
Yeah, that's
I'm
idyllic.
Okay. Number one,
it's gotta be
Kirby Smart's house is the reason they got it. The king of college football, Kirby Smart in Georgia. Lovely downtown. They got it is kind of cool. They got all those restaurants.
I've been to Athens too. There, I mean, it's.
What do you think?
It's to me, I'd get of those two.
Take off everybody barking in your face.
Yeah, I'd tilt it to Oxford. I mean, they're very comparable towns.
Tommy, they get it right.
What's the drive-in in Athens? The famous drive-in where you eat?
Oh yeah, gosh,
I forget the name of it. They got that there.
The Varsity?
No, that's
in Atlanta.
That Tech.
I think those two are. That 1 and 2 is. I'm good with that.
Oxford's hard to.
Well, we've got great places all across the SEC to go visit, and
what time church start?
8:15.
Where's it at?
10:45. First United Methodist Church downtown.
Tommy, we got you next week. Yes, good.
I'll be there next Thursday. But the Thursday after that, I won't.
Okay. All right, we're out. Thank you for listening. 104.3 ESPN Northwest. That's
The game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car